Okay, we're good.
3, 2.
Hello everyone, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And when I say us, I mean myself, Flats, and this new, hopefully temporary resident on his top lip.
I'm keeping it, and luckily for me, I've got one of those faces that suits a moustache, so...
I think I speak on behalf of us all when I say please don't keep it.
The league, their priority, intent on whittling away that points deduction. Farrell, Daly, Maitland, 2 to beat, Maitland's in! And Saracens have their first win here at the Rec in 3.5 years in the league.
We love this club, we love playing for this club, and that's our job. We're rugby players, we come out here and do our best on the weekend, and that's all we're doing this week.
It's time we give back and we show that on the field. So all the stuff off the field we can't control, but all we can control is on it.
We're just a bag of studs, so
Okay.
They fall out a lot, you see, because
Okay.
they get used heavily. We used to just take the short ones out once the ref had gone and then put long ones in to move people out the way more effectively, but that's cheating and we don't condone that.
Yeah, that is cheating. I feel very uncomfortable about you telling us and
Everyone
sharing
does it.
it back
Everyone
with
does it.
our viewers. Anyway, look, the fact is we've got to move on to Franklin's Gardens. Northampton are playing Leicester this weekend.
And right now, the undisputed kings of the Midlands, Northampton. And right now, for the time being, back on top of the Gallagher Premiership. One of those East Midland afternoons they will remember for a long, long time.
We kind of capitulated, really, so I'm really disappointed. I feel like we're better than that. The boys are disappointed as well, and they, in full credit, Saints were better in every aspect of the game today.
Northampton played some wonderful stuff, but the ease with which they made yards through the middle, the ease with which they scored some of their tries is just not good enough.
Quick handling, and again it's O'Flaherty who finds the cutting edge. O'Flaherty is there, slaloming his way through for a sensational score.
We got into their 22 on 9 occasions and come away with 0, but they got into our green zone on 9 occasions and come away with 5 tries. That was a difference.
Hard to take you serious when you're doing the Hercule Poirot XL stuff. Anyway, let's move on.
So it's clearly a shoulder there.
That's into the head, isn't it?
We are looking at a red card. Yeah.
Sale are going down to 14 men permanently.
Yeah, it's definitely a red. Can't do that. I think everyone knows that. So he smacked someone in the head with his shoulder. He knew exactly what he'd done. Look at his face as he's been sent off and he's walking to the sidelines.
Here goes Pennell, and Pennell's got options. Can he turn the right way? He does! And Ashley Beck is through, and Worcester can start celebrating.
The sending off just before half-time. Did that cost you the game?
Probably, yeah.
That is wonderful. And Dombran twisting, turning, muscling his way over the line. And then driven backwards. What a big, big hit that was. A lot of Sunday afternoon digging for Harlequins, but eventually they dug hard enough to see off the Gloucester challenge.
It's not bad, is he? Like you said, he did uni right, he did it the right way, enjoyed himself, but hell of a talent.
You've got an Alex Dombrandt who's just a brilliant ball carrier who makes yards where there are no yards to be made and scores tries he shouldn't be able to score. Sometimes that's enough.
These are heady days for Bristol and their supporters. They're playing some stellar rugby. They're top of the table and deservedly so. But London Irish, who tore Leicester apart last time out, will fancy their chances of bursting that bubble.
Numbers out wide. Surely a touchdown in the corner for Parton. And London Irish are rewarded. Nice hands, brilliant hands. Oh, what a try this will be from Thacker to win it for the Bears, surely.
Absolutely stunning.
He's on target once more. Mile's penalty levels things, and we have a draw at the gate.
So that defeat means Gloucester drop out of the top 4, but while they descend, Worcester ascend into the playoff spots. The rampaging Saints have taken the league leaders tag from Bristol. But from us both here in Ashton Gate, we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.
Bye-bye.
Yes, the Christmas poetry and props department have been working overtime. Oh, it is a razor.
It actually is a razor.
Just for dirt.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to start at the home of the most decorated club in English rugby, Leicester. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. We do your own.
Never liked you.
And the Tigers need this badly. They're looking nervously over their shoulders at the Saracens' steady manoeuvrings towards relegation safety. Thompson, inside ball, here's May! That's as good as Leicester have been all season! Withstanding a Tigers barrage in that first half. and powering through after the break. Resilience, unwavering, and winners at Welford Road, Exeter.
Credit to Leicester first half, they came out and they scored some good tries and they were very physical and we weren't quite up there, but I think half time we regrouped and kind of put our game on them, and it's an 80-minute performance to win a Premiership game, especially at Welford Road, and luckily we came out on top.
But this is still a champion club, make no bones about it. This is still the toughest place to come. They'll club together and try and get the ball over the line, and they do. It is an emphatic win for Saracens. They are still rooted to the bottom of the table, but it is difficult to argue on this afternoon, showing that they are not one of the best sides in the country.
I realise these chairs aren't quite as comfortable, as seats aren't quite as comfortable.
They're not as wide as I would want. In my car, it needs to be wider.
We were surprised, you know.
Great to watch. Years and years ago, people called them boring Sarries. Well, they don't call them that anymore. Brilliant to watch. Maitland, brilliant. Farrell, Tompkins, Barrett. Lovely pass on the line to send Tompkins through for a lovely try. Bennell tried another lovely pass flat to the line for Owen Farrell. They were wonderful in attack.
Now has a story of a Saturday afternoon in Salford, but first a Friday night out in Gloucester.
Gloucester with the first Premiership win since the end of October. For Worcester, their most uncomfortable 40 minutes of the season so far. 3-3 at half-time. Look at the score at full-time. 36-3. Gloucester storming back towards the top of the Premiership.
When you've got that sort of gas, you know, the world's his oyster, so yeah, long may it last.
Well, it's fair to say that this is a win that Steve Diamond sorely needed. There's no sign of snow in the northwest, but at least the festive cheer has finally arrived.
In the context of that result, back in February, 67 points leaked by the Sale Sharks playing against Cardiff. That's some result for them on Saturday afternoon. Anyway, next up, Rico time, Wasps against Harlequins.
25,000 fans reported to be in here at the Rico today. Wasps have the opening try. And Harlequins, who trailed by 17 points after 20 minutes, turned it around in remarkable fashion.
Really disappointing, really, but you know, unfortunately there's no magic bullet, no magic wand. We've just got to keep working and got to get better.
London Irish will be fairly pleased with their first 5 rounds back in the top flight of English rugby and beat Bath today, who've lost their last 5 in all competitions, and Christmas should be a pretty happy one.
There's been a strong start for the Exiles under Declan Kidney and Les Kiss. The try, though, is awarded. The end of the contest, it wasn't much of one. A thumping bonus point victory for Bath.
No, I think, look, we came into the game wanting to apply pressure and come away with points, and I felt we did that. Reece put us in the right areas, Chud's put us in the right areas, and we were able to capitalise on that.
I just quickly check you're okay with him calling you Ant. It's quite familiar, isn't it?
Sorry. But when you're both
would your mum be cross?
When you're both elite internationals, we can talk. People are throwing things at me.
Okay, you are
Dead meat. Someone's dead meat.
Listen, let's have a look at the table. With both Northampton and Bristol losing at the weekend, Exeter's bonus point win at Welford Road means they get the Christmas #1 slot. And despite all the league titles they've accrued between them, Wasps, Leicester and Saracens on -13 now are the Gallagher Premiership's bottom 3. Let's give it the full cheese as we sign off. Everybody, Merry Christmas. Hello everyone and welcome to Sandy Park, where a little bit later we're expecting the seasonal festive good cheer to be put on hold for a couple of hours as Exeter welcome Saracens to their home here in Devon. I think that might be quite a frosty welcome. That is the headline act of round 7 of the Gallagher Premiership, undoubtedly.
There they are, Bristol, the rising stars of the Gallagher Premiership.
What a tackle.
Nizam Carr bursting down the wing, he's there! What a dramatic conclusion!
Really unbelievable. I mean, the season's been tough, really tough, as you can see by results. But wow, what a way to come back.
And they ripped through Bristol. It was a good, penetrative, attacking performance, and that does bode well for the rest of the season.
And he's at it again. He is at it again. Louis Rees-Zammit. Right now, herring after this. Oh my goodness! Off his knee, into his arms. Well, the Premiership's top 2 try scorers this season, not letting us down. But more Premiership points for Northampton.
It was a tricky old month, but any win is a good win, so we'll take it. And it's a good Christmas present to everyone here.
Just listen to the atmosphere. And speed, and it's Duncan Weir.
Matutu sent off after 33 minutes, whatever it was. You are knackered if you're playing, sort of 40, 50 minutes, a man down against a team with a point to prove. And Worcester looked a load better. Duncan Weir, I think, is an underrated attacking, creating fly half.
Have Worcester finally broken the London Irish spirit?
Joseph, inside run from Priestland at speed. Priestland back inside to Joseph. The first try will be scored by the hosts. Priestland's penalty seals it.
One silly mistake leads to a loss. It's frustrating, we're inches away.
The big game is now a yearly and very effective antidote to the post-Christmas blues as Harlequins upgrade to Twickenham for the day.
There goes Smith. Marcus Smith. Oh, brilliantly done. Brilliantly done. Vayanu's in. And George Ford conjures the magic.
Marcus Smith was just, there's no other word for it, he's gorgeous to watch. He will play for England lots and lots and lots. Would you pick him over George Ford now to start for England if you were Eddie Jones? No, but it's not a flat no, it's just a not yet.
There is definitely bad blood, there is beef between Exeter and Saracens. We can't wait.
Saracens the champions. They finished top of the league by 8 clear points. They will be heartbroken. The Untouchables.
This team is arguably the best team we've ever seen.
Saracens bracing themselves for a very public trial.
Christmas comes early for the Exeter Chiefs.
Relations between English rugby's 2 most dominant forces in recent times have soured significantly over the last couple of months for understandable and very obvious reasons. Simply, Exeter feel cheated, and today they get the chance to exact some kind of revenge against the champions of England who are fighting for their very Premiership survival.
Malin's in all sorts of trouble, and White will hack on, and White in a race for the line, and White will gather and score. Goes, drives, scores, and maybe now it's all coming out. All of that frustration.
Can you go back on the halfway line, please?
Well, it's not been a rivalry for long, only since October 2010, but my goodness, they have been busy packing in the history since then.
Harry Williams
has gone AWOL. And the final word of a Premiership decade spoken with the hint of a Devonshire accent.
Just think, finishing this year in the position we are, Heineken Cup being top of our pool, top of the Premiership. Like I said, we put ourselves in a good position, so we want to go on and win it this year.
So the win here ensures Exeter reclaim top spot from Northampton. Below those top 2, a single point separates Gloucester in 3rd and Harlequins down in 8th. Enjoy the New Year's Eve parties, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Hello everyone and welcome to a momentous occasion, the first Gallagher Premiership Rugby highlight show of a new decade. And any thought-provoking New Year's resolutions to share with us all?
I don't usually do them, but I'm going to do one. I'm going to try and weigh less than Billy Vunipola does by Christmas. Yeah, intimacy, just deal with it.
I'm comfortable.
And the Gallagher Premiership underway in 2020. Through the middle goes Van der Merwe. Has he got the power? He has! Sale Sharks bouncing into 2020 and bouncing up to 3rd place in the table. Lofty heights. 6 tries tonight, the full 5 points.
You shouldn't have it that easy at Premiership level. I know Quins have got some injuries, but their defence didn't look aggressive enough. It wasn't organised enough. It was too porous. They just weren't at it at all.
Leicester would have been delighted to see the back of 2019. It wasn't a good year, and they were hoping to start 2020 on a positive note.
But year after year they came almost expecting silverware, and now there is the very real possibility of a relegation battle. There goes Kent! That's more like it from the Tigers. It may be just one step, but my, isn't it a significant one? Their first league win for more than 2 months.
it's not always the names we think, it's about other top players stepping up as well as George Ford. And I think Ellis Genge was fantastic at the weekend. The try he scored on 2 minutes, Manu Tuolangi scores that. We're going nuts about the angle, international class centre, the power. He's a looser prop, for goodness sake.
We're off to the Allianz Park next, so Saracens take on Worcester.
And it is an emphatic win at the home of Saracens. 62 points on the board for them. Lots of good stuff. Worcester offered a little in the second half, but it is a woeful afternoon for them. A big win for Saracens. Full-time score at Allianz Park. Saracens 62, Worcester Warriors 5.
Saracens were fantastic at the weekend. It blew Worcester Warriors away. But Elliot Daly's try, I enjoy tries like that because it's a really quick guy running as fast as he can, nearly getting caught and scoring anyway.
We've got a full-on West Country derby to look forward to. Gloucester against Barford, a fully fired-up Kingsholm up next.
Derby day at Kingsholm, a day to savour. Passions will run high, players and fans are right on the edge. It is Gallagher Premiership Rugby in the roar, just how we like it. And it's Gloucester's biggest win over Bath in 9 years, believe it or not. Bragging rights secure for now.
Unreal, isn't he, when he gets the ball with a bit of time and seems to be able to always bump the first or second tackler, and he's got the pace as well. So great to have him out here doing his thing.
Final score from the Midday Ski, a resounding victory for the Exeter Chiefs by 45 points to 28.
To come away with 5 points is fantastic. It keeps us, in good shape in the league. But obviously plenty to work on, and we'll fix them up in the week.
Wasps begin 2020 in the bottom third of the Premiership table, and undoubtedly big challenges lie ahead, the first of which comes in the shape of a Northampton side for whom this could be, has the potential to be, a golden year.
They've been rather starved of success here in these parts over the course of 2019. They'll be hoping for a brighter future. And away comes the Meerkat. Kovas Reinach popping up in every which place. And Watson is hurtling into the corner. Marcus Watson for Wasps. Thrilling stuff. And Northampton take all 5 points.
We're looking really good, looking positive. A lot of lessons to learn. Obviously, we'll take lots of lessons from today, and hopefully we can be ready by the end of the season, get that top 4 spot, and then hopefully push on.
Complete the story of round 8 of the Gallagher Premiership. Exeter top the table after that bonus point win in Reading, a point ahead of the Saints. Gloucester and Sale complete the top 4. And down at the bottom, Saracens, despite the demolition of Worcester, haven't been able to reduce that 18-point deficit on 11th place Leicester. From us both, we wish you a brilliant decade ahead, and from us here in Coventry, bye. Exactly what I was going to say. It's amazing.
No, we think the same, don't we?
Pretty much. Sometimes.